over to Mr. Aditya Negi, Edtech Head of EarlySalary.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Aditya Negi. I am the vertical head, or you can say the department head for EdTech at EarlySalary. First of all, I would like to thank APAC Global for giving us this opportunity and for you all for joining us tonight. So what is EarlySalary? Let me give you a brief introduction, what we are doing, what disruption we are doing in this education industry. So EarlySalary, we are a 7-year-old organization based out of Pune. So far, we have disbursed 6,500 CR, and talking about, so far we have more than 12 million app downloads, and we have disbursed 2.7 million loans, right? Talking about funding, we are Series C funded startup backed by marquee investors like Chirate and 8 Road Ventures. So, first of all, today we are sharing this forum, to understand how education industry is continuously evolving, right? So, would like to share a couple of stats with you. So, the number of colleges in India reached somewhat around more than 42,000 in financial year 20, and as of May 2021, the number of universities in India is above 981, which is huge. In financial year 20, GER, that is gross enrollment ratio for Indian higher education, was 27.1%. Talking about education growth, Indian education growth will grow from 180 million in 2020 to 225 million in 2025. It will increase to $313 million by 2030, which will create 5 million incremental jobs and impact somewhat around 4.23 million people. Talking about funding in EdTech ecosystem. So in year 2021, Indian startup raised 4.7 billion, which was almost double what we raised in 2020, which was somewhat around $2.2 billion. Now, either I can share some of the same monotonous stats with you guys, but I believe that since all of you belong to the same industry, you have an expertise in that. So rather than that, I'll share a story with you, which is one of my friend Rhea. Okay, so Rhea belongs to a lower middle class family. Her dad is a kirana store owner, right? And as a normal kirana store owner, he also wants her daughter to, have a first-class education, should speak fluent English, so that she can compete with the rest of the world, right? But again, due to some financial crunches, financial issues, he's not able to do that, right? Moving to the second part, now Rhea has received that education, she's doing well, she got a job. Now, due to when pandemic hit, she wants to upskill herself, right? She wants to do some sort of data science courses. But at the same time, she doesn't want that burden to be on her parents or on her, or pass it on to her friends. Phase 3, she has completed with the graduation, she has done everything. Now, she's married, she moved to Mumbai, she has a kid. At the same time, moving to a metro city, the expenses and all, you understand that how expensive it is, right? So now it is difficult for her to make sure that to pass on that same level of education to her child, right? So the problem faced by Rhea is similar to what other I'll say learners or parents are facing, right? So I would like to share a couple of the pain points which are happening in the EdTech industry. First of all, I would like to say the transaction from the traditional approach to financial. Right now, for the matter, even if a learner or a parent wants to take any sort of loan for the education of his or her child, the first thing is they whether borrow it from their colleagues or a relative or a friend, or they go to the bank, right? But all of you understand that taking a loan from a bank is a big time hustle. It's not a piece of cake, right? Second is the target low income group. Now the problem here is that we understand that the credit card penetration in India is 3%, right? And apart from that, apart from tier 1 city, if we go ahead tier 2, tier 3 and tier 4, it's very difficult to get that credit line, right? So again, because of that, most of the learners have to compromise with their quality of courses. Third is the unaffordability to high quality education. Again, because of that lack of credit, the non-accessibility of that credit line, people have to compromise with the class of education. That is the harsh reality. Turnaround time. Since in current situation, most of the learner have to go to the bank to take that credit line, right? And because of that, taking my example, 4 years back when I went to a bank for a MBA loan, it took me good 20 days, okay, with back and forth visit to the banks, right? And it was a very tedious process. And because of that also, it spoils the customer experience. Last is the large scale efforts are needed to create an innovative financing model. Right now, it's a personal. Most of the banks provide a vanilla product. Say for example, they say that hey, you can take a 12 months loan, or you just take a personal loan, right? Can we come up with the innovative or a customizable solution, right? If a customer wants to take a K-12 loan for a student, or for a school, or for a competitive exam, can we have different product for all these set of education level, right? So now how early salary is disrupting this market, right? For education partners. First of all, early salary, we don't prefer to call ourselves as a loan partner. We call ourselves as an affordability partner to our Edtech partners, to whom we want to become as a silent partner, right? We want to fund them, we want to cater every set of students, right? So the first thing, if collaborating with early salary, how it is benefiting to them, is a remarkable increase in the student enrollment. So this is the case study which we did, right? After collaborating with early salary, there was like 35% increase in the enrollments, right? Because now the drop-offs are very less. And the second part was the increase in the ticket size. Because initially, because of the lack of funds, people or the learner or the parent have to compromise with the amount, with the ticket size, right? They have to adjust, say for example, if the loan amount, if the course amount is of 1,000 and the other product is available at 500 rupees, since the credit line is not available, they have to compromise with the 500 course, right? And because of that, the ticket size got reduced. So after early salary becoming their financing partner, it has increased. The second important part is improving learner and student experience. As I mentioned, that is the most important part, right? Because right now, instead of having that 10 to 20 days back and forth visit to the bank, within 15 minutes, early salary is disbursing that loan without any physical interaction. How early salary is benefiting to a parent? Now for us, as I mentioned, we want to become that silent partner. How we portray ourselves is that we want to stay behind the student, behind the learner. We make sure that we bolster that student's confidence level so that they don't have to compromise with the high ticket size courses, right? So first, get eligibility results within a second. Now, I'm assuming most of you have taken loan, right? So the general procedure is that you have to go to the bank with all set of documents, you have to submit it, then banks take their sweet time to do the due diligence, and post that they tell you whether you are approved or rejected, right? How we function is that we have a quick journey. It's a complete digital journey. Within a fraction of a second, we tell you whether that customer, the parent, the learner is eligible to take loan from early salary or not. If yes, we will start the customer journey. If not, we will tell you upfront with a valid reason. Second is the 15 minutes onboarding journey. It's a complete digital journey. No physical interaction is required and no physical documentation is required. Easy EMI options. So we provide different tenures. We provide from 3 months to 36 months, depending upon the course, depending upon the category. All options are available, and depending upon the customer convenience, the customer can select the tenure and he can go ahead and take the course. Last but not the least, early salary, we have tied up with 150 plus Edtech partners, which includes Edtech partners like Byju's, White Hat, then schools and colleges and universities. So this is the Edtech journey in terms of this shows that how early salary is catering from KG to PG segment, right? Generally, these are the 5 stages where a student or a learner or a parent requires some sort of financial support. It starts with the competitive, wherein we cater to both government exam preparation, competitive exam preparation like JEE and NEET. Second phase is the skill upgradation, wherein today you understand that market is so much competitive. Everyone wants to upskill themselves, right, to get a better package, better job opportunity, and most of them are going ahead and doing skill upgradation courses. And as per our research, what we have figured out, most of the people want to do data science courses or, in terms of executive MBA, so that they can grow that ladder, right? So we have tied up with most of the skill upgradation companies, wherein we are providing skill upgradation, upskilling in tech, data science domain, and executive MBA. Third is the K-12 segment, wherein these days, especially post-pandemic, all the parents want their children to do some sort of online courses. All of you might have seen that white hat ad, right, wherein a 5-year-old wants to do a coding. Right. So that is there, wherein we provide online classes for subject as well as STEM courses plus extracurricular courses. School, very interesting product, wherein the pain point with the schools is that the cash flow. All the schools want that upfront cash payment, right? Wherein that is the biggest challenge in terms of a parent life. Most of them can't afford to pay it upfront, right? So how we are solving that problem? We are giving the upfront payment to the schools, and we are converting then that amount in different EMI plans as per the customer's requirement. Last is the colleges. We finance the online colleges degree programs. Okay, again, depending upon the course tenure, from 3 months till 36 months. So why EarlySalary? So these are the biggest USPs of EarlySalary, how we are differentiating from other financing partners or from other banks. First, no app download. It's a completely web journey. We understand that downloading an app and then doing a journey can sometimes become a cumbersome process. So we don't ask our customers or a learner to download the app. It's a complete web journey. Pan-India coverage. We understand that, so today morning only this incident happened. I was talking to a gentleman from Niti Aayog, and that person was telling me that, hey, in tier 1 city, it is very easy to get credit line, right? But once we go beyond tier 2, tier 3 cities, it's very difficult to provide credit line, and because of that, parents or learners are suffering. EarlySalary, we are available, we are covering Pan-India's PIN codes. Cater to new to credit segment. So I would like to tell you what is NTC segment. Those customers who have a bureau score of -1, who hasn't taken loan in past, right? And generally banks don't entertain such customers, right? However, EarlySalary, we have built our own algorithm. We do our due diligence on the basis of our own parameters, and then we provide a credit line to such customers. So we cater to NTC customers, and that is something which we consider as a forte. Plug and play model. We have readily available APIs, right? And we can go live with any partner at any point of time within 24 hours. Paperless support. We don't require any sort of documents to be parcel or from our team. Anyone has to go and collect or do any sort of physical verification. We are a complete digital platform, and for the matter, 98% of our cases are totally automated. No manual intervention is required in 98% of cases. Support. We have a 24/7 support system. So generally what happens, there are times when, customer is stuck at some point of time, he's clueless like what to do next. So our support team is there, to handle the customer, to help him to complete the journey, right? And the best part is our TAT, which is 15 minutes. 15 minutes is our TAT. So now you guys must be thinking like, what happened to Rhea, right? So after associating with EarlySalary, Rhea fulfilled her aspiration. She got into a good school. She completed her schooling, and at the same time, she got a good quality English medium school. She got an instant approval, and moving ahead, Rhea did her skill upgradation course with the help of EarlySalary. Now she got an amazing package, and with EarlySalary, she picked up the best course that fit her and paid for it within few months. What happened to her child? Rhea moved to Mumbai with her husband and son. She wanted to give him a best quality life, and she was happy to come back to EarlySalary and with our services, which helped her balance out her expenses. Thank you, team. Thank you so much. Any questions? Thank you.
Thank you, Aditya. Indeed inspiring, and we really want to see more of Rhea's coming out and taking help of platform like EarlySalary. Thank you so much.